My name is Foy Gordon. My presentation is on an excerpt from Sergei Eisenstein's essay, Film Form, called A Dialectic Approach to Film Form. The excerpt covers pages 45 to 63 of Eisenstein's essay, and the excerpt was written in 1929. Sergei Eisenstein was a Soviet film researcher and pioneer in filmmaking, who studied and employed a number of editing techniques. Eisenstein made many notable films, one of which being Battleship Potemkin and another being Strike. One of the techniques employed by Eisenstein was montage. Before defining montage, the excerpt opens with a quote from Goethe. "In nature, we never see anything isolated, but everything in connection with something else which is before it, beside it, under it, and over it." This directly relates to Eisenstein's discussion of montage. According to Eisenstein, the basic idea of montage is that individual images have little meaning separately. However, when placed together in specific orders, or shown in a logical order for specific lengths of time, these images evoke meaning in the viewer. An example of montage in use provided in the excerpt is of the effect in Eisenstein's film Battleship Potemkin, of a stone statue of a lion standing up. Eisenstein explains that this usage of montage is called association montage, and that the effect was created with 3 still images of 3 separate lion statues, each depicting a lion at various stages of standing up, lying down, stirring, and standing. These still images were presented in sequence for certain amounts of time. The lengths of time for which the individual images were shown were calculated so that the viewer could mentally note the first image, and then connect the current image with the previous one, until the final image is shown, and the lion is seemingly moved twice in attempting to stand up. Additionally, association montage can be used to convey emotion. An example from the excerpt in which association montage is being used to convey emotion is a sequence from an Eisenstein film called Strike. To create the scene, Eisenstein presented images depicting a group of soldiers shooting at and killing a number of workers on strike, that were intercut with images depicting a bull being slaughtered. In visually relating the soldiers killing the workers and the slaughtering of the bull, Eisenstein meant to convey the coldness and brutality of the soldiers and the helplessness of the workers. As Eisenstein states, butchering is the associative link. However, filmmakers can fail at employing associative montage. Eisenstein notes that if images are intercut with other images that are tonally or thematically inconsistent, then the association effect is ruined. Because montage has power over the viewer, in that it can force viewers to make associative links between images, Eisenstein states that he sees it as an important developmental step in filmmaking. Additionally, Eisenstein notes that while montage was dismissed by Soviet film critics as a purely political cinematic device, the technique's value is in its ability to immerse the viewer. Further, he states that he sees montage as a means to make truly formless but no less affecting films. Eisenstein builds upon this idea when he derives the semi-rigid structure of story-driven films. Eisenstein sardonically describes the standard structure of the average murder film, stating, traditionally, a hand lifts a knife, the eyes of the victim open suddenly, his hands clutch the table, the knife is jerked up, the eyes blink involuntarily, blood gushes, a mouth shrieks, something drips onto a shoe. Eisenstein then follows up with the idea that the idea and feeling of murder could just as well be conveyed with abstract imagery, just as butchering was conveyed in Strike, only without a traditional structure. Eisenstein's innovative use of montage in his films, and his forward-looking description of the potential of association montage as a filmmaking technique, has inspired a great many filmmakers to use montage as a means to convey emotion and imply movement.